Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Annalisa, and this reading is How Do I Prepare for 2020? So, the spiritual community, spiritual in inverted commas, conscious awakening community, is generally expecting some big changes and shifts in 2020 and expecting to see some sort of physical changes within our world, within our landscape, within organizations, companies, that kind of thing, banking, and um, the kind of practical experience of life. Um, and I think this is really the experience of this, in my opinion, is really going to vary depending on the kind of timelines and the vibration that we are in, especially now as we start entering into this energy. So this reading, How Do I Prepare for 2020, is really about me trying to help you understand how to shift into the highest vibration or the highest timeline that you can in order to really step into a very fulfilling and joyful experience over the next year and beyond. So, this is going to be looking at really, if there's some shadow work, or if there is some shadow work that would be good to do, what would come up for you, or do you need to step more into embracing joy, creativity, play, or whatever it is. So just to give you a little bit of guidance, if it doesn't feel resonant, then let it go. You may feel drawn to more than one pile, or all of them. I don't know. There's obviously some standard things that everyone can do to shift their vibration and to keep raising our experience and our human consciousness. So this is really a kind of, ideally, a starter point or something for you to focus on now, or what will create the biggest shift for you. That's my purpose of this reading. Okay, so the piles we have, number one with the ocean jasper. Pile 2 has the amethyst. Pile 3 has, I think this is labradorite, I remember correctly, labradorite. And number 4, what's this one called? I've completely forgotten the name of it. Bismuth, that's it. It's called bismuth. Bismuth. It's really cool. This is a natural formation, and look how angular it is. It's fascinating. Okay, so pick your pile or piles, and we'll begin. Okay. Okay, group number 1, I feel like you've done a huge amount of work, and actually what's really good for you now is to take some rest. You need to take a break. So it's time for you to let go of, definitely letting go of the need to fix or change anything, either about yourself or about others. It's about trusting that already there is so much goodness and light in the world, and to just be in that. So to focus on being present in the beauty that already exists. And so to help you do that, it's really about being in your body and being present. So doing some very nourishing and gentle things for your body, like some very sensual massage, deep kind of maybe deep stretching, or dance, like soft dance movement. I mean, or joyful, whatever, but really the emphasis is on you resting. So not exerting too much energy, but refueling and connecting with the earth and with nature in order to help you do that. You may need to put down some conflicts or responsibilities. You may be trying to do too much, like you're carrying too many things, and you need to take a step back from, especially if there's anyone who you are in any kind of conflict or disagreement, or where you're just not seeing eye to eye. It can be on a very simple level, doesn't need to be anything dramatic, but where you're kind of, you can feel this struggle between you. You're really being advised just to remove yourself from any of those situations. And there may be other people around you who are engaging in some kind of conflict. And yeah, really step back. And because I feel like the work that you're already doing is great. You're already working on yourself. You're already doing, you have either projects or your work, whatever it is. It's like you're already building what you need to be building. And it's okay for you to take some time off. And also this time off, kind of this break, is going to give you an insight into the bigger picture and what is actually going on a larger scale. And to have maybe a kind of clearer idea of how you fit into the wider scale, because we can get lost in our particular story or journey and lose sight of how we evolve within our community or on a wider level. And so I feel like you just resting, putting down as many responsibilities, battles, that kind of thing as you can do. Trust that other people are doing what they need to do and that they are learning what they need to learn, and they can do it themselves. You don't need to save anyone, including yourself. It's this acceptance that you're already perfect as you are, and just to nourish, just really give that nourishment and appreciation to yourself and other people around you, and accepting that other people know what is right for them and what is their best course and their best experience. And that's, they're learning what lessons they need to learn. They're going through the experiences they need to go, and you don't need to challenge that or carry them either. You don't need to carry them. Yeah, you're already doing really great, okay? That's my message for you, group number 1, is that, it's really about taking stock and letting go of trying to do something, letting go of doing and going into being, right? This is like Eckhart Tolle, yeah? Letting go of doing and just being. Okay? Yeah, you might want to listen to Eckhart Tolle to kind of help you step into some of that mindset if you're kind of in this quite active place. All right, so chill out, guys. Time for you to chill and relax your way into the next year. Okay, group number 2. Oh, wisdom. Revelation. Okay. All right, guys. For you, there's a few messages here. You have some great treasure. You have some great, there are these, I want to say, like these gems, these jewels, pearls of wisdom, pearls of knowledge, gems, treasures, insights. There's something very precious that you hold already. This is something you already have, and it's a very valuable, you have some very, very valuable, this could be information, understanding, insight, and it's like very rich. It's very, very rich and kind of wealthy. It could be to do with relationships. It could be to do with connecting with people But also, there's also, an emphasis on money and abundance here as well. I feel like there's there's so much inside you. Like again, you're similar to group number one. You've done so much work, and you've really gained insight, wisdom, understanding about, I feel, both about your practical financial world, um, but also about connecting with other people and offering gifts. I feel like you have treasure to give, you have wisdom to give, wisdom to offer, or um, even love to offer. Because you've been really working on nourishing and looking after yourself. And it feels like there's both this sense for you to, it's kind of two parts. There's this sense for you to need to really look after your energetic boundaries, your edges, to keep yourself contained. So being really aware of people, especially, but also environments, spaces that you are in, and about holding your energy within those spaces and recognizing when things are or are not a match for you. So you may feel that through the growth and the progress and the shifts that you've been through, certain situations, dynamics, social groups, work environments, relationships, family, you're going to find that some may feel kind of uncomfortable, like you can't quite wear them as you used to or be in them as you used to, and you may need to make some changes. I'm not seeing like huge changes, but just some small changes in those environments. So it might just be that within those, it's like you're still in those environments, but you kind of are able to take a step back and observe more where you are and what's going on around you on an energetic level. So um, so you get a deeper sense of who you are in relation to these people. I feel like there's going to be some insights coming out. There's going to be some revelation. This kind of you're going to have a deeper understanding or perception of especially people around you and what environments are loving for you, like where it's nourishing for you, like what situations, what like groups of people I'm really seeing or feeling, like social groups, like the friends you hang out with, maybe people you live with if you're like living with friends, or the maybe like the work within your work environment, the people you're relating with, just developing this real sense of who is really nourishing and supportive for you to be around, because there's some who are going to be more, you're going to start to feel, I think, more what is really brings you this wealth of not just emotional satisfaction, I feel like physical satisfaction as well. And this is going to affect you financially, I feel, by really taking care of yourself on this energetic level. It's going to allow in this abundance. So this abundance is going to come in, and it's by nurturing the things that are really precious. So when you really identify who is really good for you or where is really good for you, and you put your energy and your time and your dedication into that, that is going to grow, and that's going to become your dominant experience. So if you feel like parts of your life might feel kind of hollow, or feel a bit empty, this is really good for you to recognize that and to you don't even have to remove or leave those situations necessarily, but just have this step back to observe them and shift your focus, shift your gaze, shift your attention to what you want to grow. So it could be, particular people within your social environment or a particular place you like to spend time in. And you just shift your focus to spending more time with those people or in that environment and grow that and nurture that. Yeah, because I feel like you might be feeling a sense of emptiness, but there is this essence you already have within your field. So this is also can relate to your mind. I'm getting also can relate to your knowledge, your wisdom, your in your brain. You've already got certain information that's really positive, that's really supportive of you, and it's shifting your focus to that so that you grow that and taking your attention away from what doesn't feel right. So, okay, this is going to affect some of you on all levels or on different levels, but generally it's about learning to shift your focus and shift your attention. There is also, we've got there's 3 kings. There's a lot about being a king here. So you could be through this healing your masculine lineage, your experience, both in this lifetime of men and male, whether you're male or female, what you've experienced externally, but also integrated within you, can be shifting and changing this way of being male, or this way of understanding the masculine. And it's interesting here, actually, these 2 cards, because we've got the Metal King and the Camel Boy. So the boy and the king. And it's not about being one or the other. I mean, he looks pretty shadowy, the Metal King. Actually, he's just very boundaried, right? He's just very good at asserting what is or isn't comfortable for him. But inside, is also this boy. And this boy, it's small steps asking for help. The boy needs love and needs nourishment. And it's almost like you're coming into a place of integrating the 2. So it's not like you're one or the other, like you feel like a child or you feel like a king, or in order to feel like you are strong. This goes for you women as well, because women need to be in places, all women at times need to be the leader in their life, or the leader in a situation or relationship. It's allowing yourself to be in that leadership position, where you're still allowing yourself to receive help, receive love, and to kind of let go of some of the blocks or the armor or the walls that you maybe put around yourself in order to feel safe or feel protected, and integrating these different parts of yourself. Because we've got a couple here as well, so it may be that you are you're looking for a relationship, or you're kind of wondering about someone, or wondering about a particular connection. And what I would say here is, if you're a feminine energy, female energy, you may be the one who's kind of looking. And if you're a masculine energy, you may be very focused on yourself. But also, he's collecting these roses, and I feel like she's looking with like joy and expectancy and happiness, and he is collecting these flowers. It's funny actually, because he's collecting roses, but he's walking through daffodils, I think. Anyway, he's like collecting these flowers and collecting and nurturing this love. And this is just a reminder that it's so important to nurture and love yourself, because when you feel full of love, when you feel like you're loving yourself, then you're able to share love with others. So this could be different aspects of yourself, the feminine and masculine aspect, or this could represent a woman and a man. And it's like the masculine really needs loving and healing, and the feminine is just kind of waiting and is in this kind of expectant, like joyful, like expectancy. Okay, so it's like, yeah, healing this masculine somehow. Um, yeah, I think that's my main message for you guys. So I hope that was helpful, and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel, or you can book a private reading with me below as well. Okay, group number 3. Okay. Guys, what I'm feeling for you is there may be an aspect of yourself that's kind of still, it's still focused in a duality mindset. So where things are black or white, where things are good or bad, wrong or right, where now this could apply to any area of your life. Okay, so this can be in some areas you may be very integrated, but there is some particular area where you are still trying to separate things, and you may feel a bit confused. You may also have decisions to make. And what I'm feeling is that you are in a state where you're not in the right place right now to make a decision. This isn't the right time to make a decision. You're still in this kind of uncertainty, and you need to seek a deeper understanding of what is going on for you. You need to embrace the shadow. Okay, so you may be feeling like you're in a state of confusion, uncertainty, darkness. You may feel alone. You may feel like you have no purpose. You may even feel like you don't even know why you're alive. You may be feeling some really deep shadow at the moment. And what Spirit is saying to you is actually you need to embrace this right now. You need to go into this death experience, because what's happening is you're actually purging and releasing this shadow aspect of yourself. So as you allow yourself to be present with the feeling or the experience, you're allowing it to shift and move through you. And then, as you may be crying or grieving or feeling just down, whatever it is, as you're feeling that, it's releasing. Okay, so when you feel that and you're crying, actually what's going on is you're releasing. That's something leaving you. Okay, and it's something to do with this separation, this inability to integrate. And this could literally be Spirit, like trying to understand what is it all about, what is life about, why am I here? These questions may be going on for you, and it's like you have got a certain understanding, and you have learned a lot, and you have changed a lot, and it's like you're just letting go of these old patterns or this old ideas, way of thinking or being in the world. Because you're being asked to start to integrate your shadow, integrate this darkness into your life, and just allow it to be a part of yourself, where the shadow isn't something to be avoided and dealt with and then it's gone. It's not like you go through your life and have these dark experiences and then it's like, right, that's done, gone, never going to have one of those again. They come up again. They things resurface, and they come in maybe different ways or different experiences, and you will shift. What I found is that I shifted to a place not where I never get sad or worried or anything, but I tend to move through those experiences much more quickly, and so I might feel them quite intensely, but quite quickly they go as well. And I find I've got tools and different ways to work with them now. So as you do different trainings or healing or have different experiences, you'll find different ways to manage how you deal with your own shadow and how you work with it, and learning ways to allow it to be present in your life without pushing it away. Because when we resist the shadow and we try and push it and try and ignore it and just go, no, everything's fine, like positive affirmations, I am love, when actually inside you're feeling like shit, you're kind of denying yourself this ability to really learn spiritual lessons, and to really become a more integrated and authentic human being. Because you'll find when you don't integrate the shadow stuff, you'll feel a little bit out of control of your life, because things will happen where it's like you can't do anything about it, and you may desperately try to control relationships, work, people, environments. You just try to control yourself, your children, whatever it is, but you can't, because you've got too much stuff going on in the unconscious that hasn't been dealt with, and the unconscious is overpowering your conscious mind, which is trying to use, positivity or whatever it is. So it's when you allow yourself to experience and embrace the shadow, then you're going to be able to work with it and heal with it and understand other people who are going through it as well. Make it you a more empathic and open person. Okay, so embrace your shadow lessons, guys, and if that was helpful, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel. You can book a private reading with me below, or see you another time. Okay, group number 4. Right. Okay, guys. Yeah, like I pick out all the different cards. Not many cards wanted to come for you. It's quite simple. I think it's to keep the message really clear. I'm going to show you the cards. We've got communication, the untamed, the green woman, the 2 of water or 2 of cups, and the well watcher, which is wisdom and power of the divine. The well watcher is about acknowledging the real source of power, the truth about power. And of course, power, the real truth of power is in the divine, is in the spirit, is in the universe. And we are channels for that. It's not that we wield it, that we channel it, right? We allow it through us by purifying ourselves and by opening up to the divine, by doing our shadow work. We allow spirit to come through us. But we are not so we are the source of the divine, but also the divine moves through us. And what this particular card is bringing us to is this reminder that spirit comes through us. And it's like humility. It's developing this humility in connection with spirit, and asking, how do I allow spirit through me? How do I allow the divine to be moved in life through my body? And letting go, surrendering to that experience. And I feel in order for you to do this, you need to let go of some control. I feel like you may be very strict or structured, or there's something or some area of your life, potentially with relationships, with the 2 of Cups, relationships and emotion and the feminine. There is some area to do with these and communication, all of them basically, where you are not letting go. You're not allowing yourself to be free, to be wild, to perhaps say what you feel. Perhaps say what you feel expressing your emotions, whether this is to yourself or to another. And you need to set yourself free, let yourself loose, because holding on to these feelings inside, they stagnate and they get like stuck and they create blockages, and we don't allow things to be expressed or to move. Then we create this tension within ourselves, and we can create barriers or blocks because this energy wants to move. And especially this water energy, this emotional feeling energy. And so for you guys, there may be someone that you really like, or your current partner, and you're being guided to really open up and express yourself with them. Allow yourself to go, be free and be wild and enjoy someone. This may be someone new, or a new connection, or a reconnection. Something about embracing another in this kind of wild, open way. And also, not trying to control it. There's something about this that's really important with this well. Yeah, bing, goes my computer to confirm. Maybe this is like a relationship you're guided to, or you feel a kind of spiritual connection with. Something that feels nourishing and rich. And with the green woman, it's like this empress energy. For some of you who are female, or in a very feminine, consider yourself maybe a very feminine energy, there's something about expression and communication that's really important, because it's about being heard and allowing yourself to be heard and allowing yourself to express who you are, and set yourself free of having to say the right thing or do the right thing, or to control what you express, what you communicate, and to allow yourself to just be free. But also making sure it's that when you do, it's coming from a divinely centered place. It's not from your ego, it's not from your mind. It's like a pure channeling of your integrated heart, so integrated with your body, so grounded and stable, also connected with the divine and with the divine mind and the insight. And you may be guided to reach out to someone, to express something to someone, and allow yourself to be free, or to be wild in connection, or express your desire within a current relationship. This could be your desire to be nourished or to nourish, to enter into this cauldron, enter into this cup, this warm and embracing cup, this loving cup, and moving into it. Okay, guys, that is my message for you. Please give me a thumbs up if you found it helpful. You can subscribe to my channel. You can book a private reading with me below. You can comment and say hi, or otherwise see you again another time. Thanks for listening.